Hello, Rosemary, you're welcome. Osako, you're welcome. Please, can you see the two lines on the board? Kebe, you're welcome. Can you see the two lines of the board? Please, can you see the two lines on the board so that we can start? All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's class. So we're going to look at all the assignments we have done so far that I've given to you. So we're going to be solving them one after the other so that you can compare and contrast what you have if you're actually what correct. Right. All right, so copy the question so I can solve together. All right, copy what we have on the board. Let's solve together, okay? Thank you for coming. Please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Are we done? Are we done writing? All right. Have we look at this question on the board? A box is pushed along a road with a force of 500 newtons. Okay, let me check the question well. Should be along the road. Along the road, okay? With a force of 500 newton, if the bus moves a uniform velocity, if the bus moves with a uniform velocity, what is the coefficient of friction between the box and the road? Now, what are we looking for? We're looking for the coefficient of what? The friction. The coefficient of what? The friction. A bus moves with a force of what? 500 newton. If the bus moves with uniform velocity, calculate the coefficient of friction between the box and the road. Now, this question is not complete. You should give us the mass of the box. Okay? You should give us the mass of what? Of the bus. Let me say, take let me say 20 kilogram and in brackets. Okay, so I added this one. Take the mass of the box to be what? To be 20 kilogram, and we have what? G to be 10. Now, let's check this question out. All right. Now we can solve, okay? Now, the bus is pushed along the road with a force of this 500 newton. If the bus moves a uniform velocity, what is the coefficient of the friction between the box and the road? And I gave you the mass of the box to be 220 kilogram, and G is what? 10. Now, for us to write the parameters, this force we are looking for now is the frictional force. That is 500 newton. Then the mass of the bus, I gave you 20 kilogram. Okay. Then acceleration due to gravity is 10 meters per second square. Like I normally tell you that the weight of the body is equal to the reaction force, okay? And the reaction is a force, but it's acting upwards, but still opposite of what? Weight. So reaction R is the same thing as what? Weight. And weight is equal to M what? G. Right? So my R is equal to what's my mass? 20 times what? My G is what? 10. So my answer becomes 20 Newton. Right? Now we have gotten this. Now can we get the coefficients of limiting friction? I will say F is equals to mu what? Mu what? R. So what is my F? This is the frictional force I have. 500 is equals to, I'm looking for mu now, is equals to what? My R is 200, okay? Okay, for us to get, please multiply. For us to get the coefficient, I divide both sides by what? 200, 200, I cancel. So my mu is equals to 500 over what? 200. Then by the time you cancel, my mu will be equals to 2.5. My mu is equals to what? 2.5. So the coefficient of the limiting friction is equals to 2.5. I hope you understand. Right. Did you understand what I solved on the board? Do you understand? All right. Okay, put it down. Let's proceed. Okay, I should come again. All right. All right. I said that a bus is a force of 500 Newton. If the box moves with a uniform velocity, what is the coefficient of friction between the box? Okay. We have to take the mass of the bus as 20 kilogram, then given a g to be 10 meters per second square. Okay. What's my F? My F is 500. My M is what? My M is 20 kilogram. And my G is 10 meters per second square. So what you're going to do now, you're going to find the reaction. The reaction is something as weight, but it's acting upwards while weight is acting down. The reaction is equal to weight, the mass. What is G? 10, right? By the time I multiply, I'm going to have 200 watts Newton. Is that okay? All right, so I'm going to use the formula for frictional force. F is equal to mu what? R. Okay? What's my force? My force is 500. Is equal to times what? My reaction is 200. Now, because I'm looking for the reaction force, I divide both sides by what? 200. So I have the coefficient of limiting friction to be what? 2.5. Is that okay now? Progress. Right. All right, are we done? All right, we are done. So let's go to the next question. Okay, add this in your hair. Please give it a thumbs up. All right. All right. Can you take down this question? Let's solve. Addison is 1 hour 30 minutes. So it should be end by probably by 3:40. Please give it a thumbs up if you are just coming. Okay, done. All right. So let's solve this question. A body weighing 200 Newton moves with a speed of 10 meters per second in a horizontal circular path of radius. Sorry, radius. Put radius here. Of radius 2 meters. Calculate the magnitude of this acceleration, and we are giving g to be 10 meters per second square. Okay? So what we are going to do is the weight of the body. Okay, this is the weight of the body. That means this is the reaction force. My reaction is 200 Newton. Then the body moves with what? With a speed, which is v is equals to 10 meters per second. And we have radius to be what? To be 2 meters. Now what? How can we get the magnitude of what? The acceleration. How can we get the magnitude of what? The acceleration. Now, for us to get the magnitude of acceleration, you know that this is also a force or weight, right? We need to get the mass. What is the acceleration? This is a body moving in a circular path, okay? We are giving g to be 10 meters per second square, okay? The magnitude of the acceleration, looking at centripetal acceleration, the formula is v square over what? R, okay? The formula is v square over r. Now, let's go. What's my v? My v is what? 10 square. It is the same thing as what? 10 times 10, right? Now, divided by my radius is what? 2. Is that okay? All right, so if you divide this, you get 1. Divide this, you get what? 5. So the acceleration is what? 5 times 10 to give me 50 meters per second square. Okay? Now, what if I ask to get the centripetal force? The centripetal force, which is Ft, then is equals to mv square over what? R. So, what is my mass? How do I get my mass? The reaction, which is equal to the weight, is equal to what? Mg. Now, I have the weight and I have the g. I can get the mass by saying that this is 200 is equal to m times what? 10, right? Then I divide both sides by the coefficient of m, which is 10. I cancel. Then my M is equals to 200 divided by 10 is going to cancel. My M is equals to 200 kg, right? Then if I put it here, I'll solve for the acceleration. Okay, I'll solve for the force. That is mv square over what? R. I've gotten my M to be 20. So I'll say this is equal to 20 times 10 times 10 divided by what? By 2, right? Okay. So if 2 divide itself 1, divide this, I'm going to have what? 10. Okay? So my centripetal force is going to be 10 times 10 times 10. Okay? It's going to give me what? 1000 Newton. So 10 times 10 times 10 is equals to what? 1000 Newton. So this is how we can solve for our centripetal acceleration and also centripetal what? Force. Right. Do we understand? Do we understand? Okay. Yes, V is equals to 10 meters per second. And I used V as 10 when I was looking for centripetal acceleration and centripetal force. Okay. Now look at it. I use V as 10. And this is V square over R. So I have 10, which is something as 10 times 10, right? Let me get again. This body is going 200 Newton with a speed of 10 meters per second. The horizontal circular path of radius 2 meters. Calculate the magnitude of its acceleration. And I now included for you to add magnitude of its force, right? So the force we're looking for is the centripetal force and the centripetal acceleration. Okay? So we have these parameters given. I said that this is the reaction, which is also the same thing as what? Weight. Because weight is equal to the reaction force. Okay? What is my velocity? My velocity is 10 meters per second. And my radius is 2 meters. Right? What is G? G is 10 meters per second square. Okay? So, what is my A? My A is V square over what? R, right? Okay? So, my V is 10. I will say 10 times 10 divided by what? By divide by this, I'm going to have 5. 5 will be what? 50 meters per second square as my centripetal acceleration. So if you're asked to find the centripetal force, you say the formula is mv square over what? R. Because my reaction is equals to weight and is equals to mg. I don't have mass and I need to find mass. I will now say my reaction or my weight, which is 200, is equals to m times what? G, which is giving us 10. So I divide what's by the coefficient of that, you have what? That the m is equals to 20 kilogram. Now put it back into this equation by saying F is equals to mv square over what? R. Okay? Going by that, what is my m? My m is what? 20 multiplied by what is my v? My v is 10. I have 10 times 10, okay? Divided by radius is what? 2. By the time I divide this, I'm going to get 10. So the centripetal force is equals to 10 times 10 times 10. And the answer becomes 1000 newtons. Is that okay, Faiza? Right. Thank you so much. Nakuzi Onyeka. Okay, you understood now. Okay, are we done writing? Are we done writing? Let's proceed. Progress, can you see where now? Thank you so much, Neki, for coming. I really appreciate it. Please give it a thumbs up. All right, so put it down so we can solve this one. Sorry, Ola, she didn't say it on time, okay? So just be fast and follow me. Once I ask question, you respond. So I'll know whether I'm to explain, okay? So write what you have on the board. I'm going to post it on the group after this class, okay? Write what you have on the board. All right. Are we done writing? Are we done writing? Okay, so let's solve together. A motor vehicle is brought to rest from a speed of 15 meters per second in 20 seconds. A motor vehicle is brought to rest from a speed of 15 meters per second in 20 seconds. That means that this vehicle was already in motion with a velocity of what? 15 meters per second before it was brought to rest. Okay? This body was already in motion with a velocity of 15 meters per second before it was brought to what? To rest. That means my initial velocity is 15 meters per second and final velocity is 0. Why is final velocity 0? It is brought to rest from a speed of 15 meters per second. It was already in motion with this speed before it eventually comes to rest. So because it was already in motion, our initial velocity becomes 15 and final velocity becomes what? 0. And the time is what? 20 seconds. You're looking for what? Acceleration. And I told you yesterday that acceleration is what? A negative. You're looking for what? Retardation, okay? Retardation is a negative of what? Acceleration. Even though we are looking for A, but our value is going to be a negative sign, okay? So let's use our formula. A is equals to V minus U over T, right? What's my V? My V is 0 minus my U is what? 15 divided by my time is what? 20. Okay, so we go by saying 0 minus 15 is what? Minus 15 divided by what? 20. Okay, so I will say 15 divided by 20. My answer becomes minus 0.75 meter per second square. Do we understand? Let me do a recap. A motor vehicle is brought to rest from, you should understand the statement, brought to rest from a speed of 15 meters per second. It means it was already in motion before it now came to rest. So this is the initial speed, while our final velocity becomes what? 0. And time is 20 seconds. We are asked to find retardation. Retardation is the same thing as acceleration, but in the negative direction, or it's going to have a negative sign. Okay? So I'm looking for A. Let's go. Our formula A is equals to V minus U over what? T. Right? Now, what is my what? What is my A? A is equals to our V is 0 minus 15. Okay? Divided by time, which is what? 20. So let's go. A is equals to 0 minus 15 is minus 15 divided by what? 20. So by the time you divide, the answer becomes minus 0.75 meters per second square. Is that okay? Right. All right. If you are just joining us, give it a thumbs up, okay? Juana Raymond, you're welcome. Ella, you're welcome. So copy what you have on the board. Most of most of our answers in the group were wrong. So compare what you have, okay? Compare what you have to have a better understanding. Yeah, that's what it means, Raymond. All right, are we done? All right. So I'm going to give you questions to try, okay? On position, distance, and displacement. Angel Beauty, hope you have subscribed to this channel. Okay. All right. So let me give you something else to try for me. Under distance, okay? Calculate the distance between 2 points. Okay, we have A brackets minus 2, comma 3 and B brackets S, comma minus 9. Okay, so I want you to attempt this question because we have done position, distance, and displacement. So I want to see your answer. Right. All right, so what you have on the board and send in your answers. You have a few minutes to do that. This is XS1, Angel Beauty. We are in which class? Okay, Joseph, the answer was 0 - 0.75 meters per second square, okay? Okay, yes. Okay. Meter per second square, Charles. Progress, the question is under position, distance, and displacement, okay? So attempt it and send me your answer. All right. Okay, we got, is it 15.62 meters, okay? Okay, Davida, I sent you people the video to watch on the platform now. I did that. Some people watched it, so that is why they're able to answer the questions. Faiza, you got 15.62. Charles, what's your own answer? Let's see. Charles, what's your answer? Let's see, you got 15.62, okay? We'll solve together. Let's see who is correct. Charles, your answer is 15.62. It's still the same thing as what they got. All right, so let me solve together. Let's see who is correct. I said that you got 15 points. You got minus. Come on, let me scroll down. I know you say you got minus D minus 15.6. Is it D is equals to 15.62 meters? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, Kevin? 15.62, okay. Raymond. No, ma, it's equal to, okay, it's equal to 15.62. Is that what you mean, Kevin? All right, so let's solve together. Let's solve together. The question says, calculate the distance between 2 points, okay? I have A is equals A brackets minus 2, 3 and B brackets 8 minus what? 9, okay? So this is the first point. This is my what? X1, okay? This is second point. This is my what? This is the first point. And the two axes of the first point is what? X1 and Y what? 1. This is the second point. I have S2 and Y2. Is that okay? So my x1 is what? Minus 2. My s2 is what? 8. Then my y1 is what? 3. And my y2 is what? Minus 9. Okay? Alright. So let's use our formula. Because this is on a plane. And the plane has just two coordinates, x and y. The formula for the distance is equals to root of s2 minus x1 all squared plus what? y2 minus y1 all squared. Okay? Alright. So, what's my x? My x is 8 minus, my s2 is 8, sorry, minus my x1 is what? Bracket minus 2, okay? All squared plus, what's my y2? My y2 is what? Minus 9 minus, my y1 is what? 3, all squared. Okay? So I will go down by saying this is 8. Plus times minus is what? Plus, we now put what? 2, all squared. Plus, minus 9 minus 3 is going to give me what? Minus what? 12, all squared. Okay? So x is equals to, now 8 plus 2 is going to give me 10. This is 10 squared plus minus 12. Okay, let me bring it up. This is minus 12 all squared. Okay, so we have x is equal to, when you square 10, it's going to give me what? 100, right? Now, when you square a negative number, it's going to turn to positive. Okay, so square of 12 is going to be what? 144, right? So by the time I add them together, I will have this to be 244, right? So with the help of our calculator, we find the root. The root of 244, my answer becomes 15.62 meters. Okay? Now we all are correct. Our answer is what? 15.62 meters. Is that okay? Right. Hey, do we have question? Any question? Do you have question? Okay, how I got 10 and 12. Okay, let me do it again so that you understand. Let me explain again. All right. Calculate the distance between 2 points. Okay. Calculate the distance between 2 points. A is bracket what? Minus 2 comma 3. Okay. And B is bracket what? 8 comma minus 9. Is that okay? All right. So this is the first point. Any point has x and y axis. If they are just 2 points, that means it's on a plane, because plane is characterized with what? X and y axis. This is called plane. Okay, and space is characterized by x, y, and what? And z. Now, since we have just two coordinates, two axes here, we have x and what? Y. So this is the first point. This is x1 and what? Y1. This is the second point. This is x2 and what? Y2. Is that okay? All right. So what I'm going to do, this is my x1. I'm going to do what? I'm going to have my x1 here is what? Minus what? 2. And my x2 is what? 8. Okay? What's my y1? My y1 is what? 3. And my y2 is what? Minus 9. Okay? All right. So this is my x. The formula is x is equals to root of x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. Okay? Now x is equals to root of, what is my x2? My x2 is what? 8 minus, what's my x1? My x1 is minus 2. Okay? And now put it all squared plus bracket. What's my y2? My y2 is minus 9. That is what I have. Minus my y1 is what? 3. Okay? All squared. Now bring down this 8. Minus times minus is what? Plus. You bring down what? 2. All squared plus. Minus 9 minus 3 is what? Minus 12. Okay? You put it in bracket, all squared, right? Now 8 plus 2 is going to give me 10. That is what I have what? As 10 squared. Is that okay? Then plus, I brought down what? Minus 12 squared. By the time I squared, it's going to give me 100, because 10 squared is 100, okay? Then minus 12 squared is 144, right? Because when you square a negative number, it's going to give you a positive 1. It's just like saying minus 12 times minus 12, okay? Minus times minus is what? Plus. 12 times 12 is what? 144, okay? That is what I have as this, right? Now we say x is equals to, can we add this? When we add, we got our answer to be 244, right? Okay, then x is equals to, find the root of what we have. The answer becomes 15.62 meters. Is that okay now? Right. All right. Raymond, Beatrice. Oh no, do you understand better now? Is it cleared? Are we cleared? Do we understand? All right. All right. Okay, that's good. All right, so let me give you another question to try. Let me see what you have, okay? All right. Understood. Okay, thank God. Okay. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to give you the one that involves Space has three coordinates, x, y, and z. Okay, I'm going to give you a question that involves that. All right, calculate the distance between these 2 points. A, this one has three coordinates. This is -7, 1, and what? 8. Okay. B has what? 4, 2, and -6. Okay. All right. So work it out. Let's see what you have. All right. Yes, minus times minus is plus. Yes, that is what I did. Like I did 8 minus bracket -2, okay? That minus sign in between, minus times minus is plus. That is why I have 8 plus 2, right? Yes. Tawishi, Tawish, you're welcome. Is that your answer? All right, so when we are done solving, confirm who is correct. All right, I hope you are solving 13.63, okay? All right, you're working your answer to be 13.63, okay? All right, when we are done solving, I will solve together. So you compare whether you are correct or you are wrong, okay? I'm waiting for them to solve and send in their answers so we can solve together. Davida, is that your answer? Is that your answer, Davida? All right, are we still solving? Kewe, are we there? Kewe, you are there? 11.66, okay? David, they are still solving, okay? Let's see, you got 17.83 meters, okay? Fine, they are still solving, okay? Nkechi, you got 14.35, okay? Charles, they are still solving, okay? Okay, Mbara, welcome. Solve what we have on the board. We are still solving. Okay. Okay. David, I got 17.80. Faiz, I got 15.35. So let's solve now. Let's confirm our answers. Let's solve together. Yes, you can still solve because it's in space. You can still solve it, okay? All right. All right. Let's look at what we have. Calculate the distance between 2 points, okay? Now, this is the first point. This is my A, and this is x1, y1, and z1, right? The second point I have what? S2, Y2, and Z2. Now you're going to use the formula for space because space has 3 coordinates x, y, and z. So I have x is equals to, this is S2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared plus z2 minus z1 all squared. Let's put in the value. What's my x2? My x2 is 4 minus My x1 is minus 7, so brackets minus 7 all squared, okay? Plus my y2 is what? 2 minus my y1 is what? 1 all squared, okay? Then my z2 is minus 6 minus my z1 is what? 8 all squared, right? Now this is x is equals to, I have 4 minus times minus is plus, right? I bring down what? 7 all squared plus 2 minus 1 is going to give me 1 squared plus, I have minus 6 minus is going to give me minus 14 all squared, right? Now by the time you remove this square, let's see what we have. X is equals to what? Plus 4 plus 7 is going to give me 11 squared plus, I have 1 squared plus, it's still retaining what? Minus 14 squared, okay? So let's finish up here by saying that my x is equal to root of 11 squared is going to give me 121, right? Yes, let me find out. 11 squared is 121, okay? So I have 121, right? Plus 1 square is what? 1 plus 14 square is what? 14 square is going to give me 196. Okay? 196. So what I'm going to do is to add them together. That is x is equals to, let's add them together. 121 plus 1 plus 196. Okay? So I'm going to have 318, right? So I'll find the root of the answer. My answer becomes 17.83 meters. Is that okay? Right. All right, if you made a mistake, your answer is 17.83 meters, okay? If you are just joining us, give it a thumbs up. All right, okay, have you seen your mistake? What was your answer before? Wendy, how are you today? Okay, what was the answer before, Kewe? All right. Please, is that okay now? Do we understand? Do we understand? All right. So we can proceed. Are we still writing? Are we still writing? Okay, David, your answer is 17.83, okay? Okay, bless you understand, okay? Ajako, we are done. Okay? Okay? All right. All right, so let's solve one more question. God Lovely 25, you're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see if we can solve one more question. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a portion of a vernier caliper and ask you to take the reading because this is a revision class. Okay? So I'll have 8 and 9 is a centimeter. All right. What is the reading of the portion of vernier caliper? What is the reading of the portion of the vernier caliper? So tell me the reading. I'm waiting for your answers. All right, tell me the reading of what you have on the board. All right, so I'm waiting for your answers. All right. Are we solving? Please send in your answers. Raymond, Davida, Progress, Kewe, send in your answers. Addison, are you still here? Wendy, send in your answers. Okay, 8.29 centimeter. Okay. Okay. Okay, Raymond, 8.9 centimeter. Okay. All right. Blessing got 8.29 centimeter. Faiza got 8.29 centimeter. Okay. Okay, remember you made a mistake. Okay. All right, Windy got 8.29 centimeters. Okay. Okay, she got 8.29 centimeters. So let's solve it together. All right. Got lovely 25. You got 8.29 centimeter. Okay. Okay, they got 8.29. So let's solve together. Let's solve together. Now, this is the main scale. Why this is what? Vernier scale. Okay. So, for you to read this main scale, if you start from here, this is 8.0, right? 8.1, 8.2. After 8.2, we saw this Vernier scale. So this reading will end here, right? So the reading of main scale is what? 8.20. So I will say main scale is equals to 8.20 centimeter. Okay? Now for the Vernier scale, I will not count this line because this is the line that connects the main and the Vernier scale. Okay? So I'm going to start with this one. So I will go by saying this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now on this ninth one, it's like a line, or rather it's a line connecting the main scale and the what? Vernier scale. So these two scales meet each other at this number 9. Do we understand? Alright, remember that this Vernier scale has just 10 calibrations. Apart from this, okay, so it has just 10 calibration, which is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So when you are counting, you will not count the first one, you start from here to count. So that when you get to this point, right, what are you going to do? You have 9. So the Vernier scale is reading what? 9. I will say Vernier scale is equals to what? 9. Then I'll multiply by each reading accuracy, which is what? 0.01. So I'll multiply by 0.01. My answer becomes 0.09 centimeter. Okay. Now, when I add them together, I will have 8.20 plus 0.09. My answer becomes 8.29. Right. Do we have question? Any question? All right, let me give you that of micrometer screw gauge. Okay, can someone tell me the reason of what you have on the board? Yeah, just join and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Tell me the reason of what you have on the board. Yes, are we there? Kerry, are you there? Addison? Oh no, are you there? Dame, are you there? Davida, send me your answers. All right, can we send in our answers? What do we have? All right, are we still solving? What's your answer? What's your answer? I'm waiting. All right, Osai favor 6.30 millimeters. Okay. All right, Faiz, I got 5.30 millimeter. Okay. David, what's your answer? Raymond, 6.30 millimeters. Okay. Dama, 6.30. Okay. Nkechi, 6.30. Okay. Victoria, 6.30. Okay. Okay. Charles Victoria, 6.30. Kewe, 6.30. Okay. Okay, David, I don't understand. Okay, Olash, you got 6.30 millimeters. Okay. All right, so let's solve together. Okay, no, David, I did not teach this. I was just like a revision, okay? Just like a revision work. I didn't teach this particular one I gave on the board. It's a revision, what you already done in school, okay? I just want to go back to revise with you. Okay, so this is a micrometer, a portion of micrometer screw gauge on the board. And from here to here is my what? Main scale, okay? Why this is Vernier scale, right? From here to here is what? Main scale. Why this is Vernier scale. Now, if you want to take reading of the on the main scale, you have to read to this point. So you read until when you get to this line, that becomes the end of the main scale reading. So let's go. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? After 6, you saw this line. So this line is the line that ends the what? The main scale reading. So I will say that main scale is equal to 6.00 millimeter. And mind you that when micrometer screw gauge is normally measured in millimeters, right? Okay. So I will say Vernier scale, I'll read from here. This is what? This is 20, 25, what? 30. Now look at this 30. This 30 is the line that connects both the Vernier scale and the what? Main scale. Look at it. It's at 30. So I'm going to record Vernier scale to be what? 30. Right? Then I'll multiply by the reading accuracy, which is what? 0.01 millimeters. Okay? By the time I multiply, I'm going to have what? 0.30 millimeters. Okay, then I am to add, I'll add 6.00 millimeters plus what? 0.30 millimeters, and my answer is going to give me 6.30 millimeters. That's the reading of the micrometer screw gauge. Is that okay? That's the reading of the micrometer screw gauge, right? So once you get this demarcation, this is the line that connects the main scale and vernier scale. Everything you have becomes the reading. Okay? Then you end the main scale there. Then for the vernier scale, you read until you get to this line that connects the main scale and vernier scale. Whatever thing you have becomes the reading. Is that okay? All right. Ezekiel, hi, how are you today? You're welcome. Are we done? Okay, so Davida, you can go back to my page and search for video under measurement, okay? Video under measurement. You can check my playlist where I did micrometer, screw gauge, and vernier caliper, right? You're going to see it there. Now, what if I want to take you people back? If you see a micrometer screw gauge that has small lines in between, you know what it means? It means 0.5, okay? You see small lines in between, it means what? 0.5. So if this is 0, this is 0.5, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, and 6, and this is what? 6.5. So in case you have such a reading, you should not neglect these small lines in between. Do we understand? You shouldn't neglect these small lines in between. It means point what? 5, okay? So I'm going to give you another diagram that involves that. So calculate the reading. Calculate the reading, okay? Calculate the reading and tell me what you have. All right. Nick have 16.02 millimeters. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Just be sending in your answers. Nick, we'll check. We'll have to confirm. Okay. Let's everybody send in their answers to confirm. I've already done the Vernier Calliper, so this is micrometer screw gauge. Please give it a thumbs up, okay? Okay, also I got 16.02 millimeters. Okay. Okay, Nick. What after this? We're going to do reading on time. After reading on time, then we'll conclude for today. Pfizer, we're ending in 15 minutes time, okay? We're ending in 15 minutes time. Okay. God lovely 25. 16.02 millimeters. Nick, we have done we have done question on Vernier Calliper. You need to do other ones. Kewe, are you still there? What's your answer? What's your answer, Kewe? Remember, you got 15.52 millimeters, okay? Ajoke got 15.52 millimeters, okay? All right, let's solve together. Let's solve together and see what we have, okay? All right. This is main scale. This is Vernier scale, okay? Now, this main scale, I'm going to read up to this point. Whatever thing I have becomes to reading. I will say main scale, right? This is 8, and I told you if we have any line in between the other, it becomes 0.5. So this is 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, 11.5, 12. 12.5, we have what? 13, okay? 13.5, 14. 14.5, 15, and 15.5, right? After 15.5, you saw this line, and that is the end of my main scale. I'm going to say that my main scale is 15.5. I will now put 0 millimeters, right? Now let me go to my Vernier scale. My Vernier scale, this is 51, this is what? 52. And this is the line that connects the main scale. I'm going to say that this is 52, right? Multiply by the reading accuracy, which is 0.01 millimeters, right? It's going to give me 0.52 millimeters. Okay? By the time you add, what do you have? What do you have? You're going to have 15.50 plus 0.52, right? You add, this is going to give you 2, 0, 6, and 1. So the answer becomes what? 16.02 millimeters. Do you understand? So the answer to this question is 16.02 millimeters. Right. No, Olachi, the answer is 16.02 millimeters. Okay, yes, 16.02 millimeters because of that 0.5 there. Anytime you have a question that has another line in between, you should make respect to it, okay? If not, your answer will be wrong. Your answer will be wrong, okay? So that is how to take reading of micrometer screw gauge. Faiza. Okay, I've seen your mistake, okay? That's good. All right. Wendy, have you seen your mistake? All right. So I'm going to conclude with this simple question. So I'm going to call it a day and see you next time when I see you. All right? Okay. So let me say how many seconds are there in 20 minutes? How many seconds are there in 20 minutes? Can you work it out so we can close for today? Raymond, so I made a mistake or you made a mistake? Okay. But the answer to that question is 16.02 millimeters. Is that okay? So can you look at this question on the board and give me the answer in the next few minutes? Okay? How many seconds are there in 20 minutes? Work it out and send your answer so we can close for today. Osakwe, you got 1,200 seconds. Okay? Let's see what they have. Okay, blessing God, 1,200. How many people worked it out? All right. Faiza 1,200. Victoria 1,2. David 1,200 seconds. All right. So let's solve it together. All right. The question says, how many seconds are there in what? In 20 minutes, okay? So how do we do that? Now, we remember that 60 seconds will give us one what? Right? 1 minute. Therefore, 20 minutes is going to give us what? X. You say cross what? Multiply, right? Now, X times 1 minute, I'll say X times 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds times 20 minutes, right? We divide both sides by what? 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute cancel 1 minute, minute cancel minute, right? So I have my X is equals to 60 seconds times 20. So I'm going to have 1,200 seconds, right? So this is the amount of seconds that are there in 20 minutes. I hope it's okay. I hope you get it right. Okay. All right. I hope there's no question. Do you have any question? You can write it now so I can solve it before we end the class. Do we have any question? Vernier Calliper, but I've done Vernier Calliper before. Okay, Kechiko said I should do one more question on Vernier Calliper. Okay, is that the only question you have? Any other question, class? Do we have any other question? All right, Faiz, I got you. All right, let me just do one question on Vernier Calliper, okay? Since I have not taught it on this my live class. All right. Now, what if we have 120 seconds in 2 minutes? Yes, that's what we'll have. 2 minutes because 1 minute will give us 60 seconds. So 2 minutes is going to give us 120 seconds. That's what we have. Okay. All right. Okay, one more question on Vernier Calliper. So we end the class, okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, we say all right. I look at this one and tell me the reading. Can you tell me the reading of what you have on the board? Now, can you tell me the reading of what you have on the board? Yes? I need your answers. Please give it a thumbs up. Okay, 3.24 centimeter, okay? Okay. So let's keep it coming. Okay, Faiza, Osakwe, you got 3.24. Oh, sorry, got 3.24. Faiza and Deima, okay? All right. What of Kewe, are you still here? What's your answer? You got 3.24, okay? God Lovely 25, you got 3.24 centimeters, okay? Vijaya, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Raymond, you got 3.24 centimeter, okay? All right. Has Kewe gone? Kewe, what's your answer? What's your answer? All right. Let me solve so that we can compare our answers. right, we said, what is the reading? This is a question of a Vernier Calliper. This one looks somehow confusing from what you already know. Now, this is 4 centimeter, right? If this is 4, what happens to be here? Or what's supposed to be here? This is supposed to be what? 3.9, 3.8, right? 3.7, 3.6, 3.5, and 3.4. Let me go again. If this is 4.0, here is 4.1, here is 4.2, here is 4.3. And if this is 4.0, here will be 3.9, 3.8, 3.7, 3.6, 3.5. Do you understand? So if you're coming this way, this is 3.5, 3.6, 3.7. So this line is 3.7. Okay? That means that my main scale is going to be what? My main scale is going to be 3.7 centimeter. Is that okay? Now, for the Vernier scale, you're not going to read this first line. You are going to read from this one, because I told you it is this line that connects the main scale and the Vernier scale. So you're going to start reading with this first line, okay? Until a point, you now see that it's a line connecting Vernier scale and main scale. That becomes the reading of the Vernier scale. So I will go by saying this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This fourth one is as if it's a straight line connecting the main scale and what? Vernier scale. Even when you go through, you're going to see that no other one that rhymes together apart from this, okay? And this is 4, right? So I'll take it as my reading. So my Vernier scale is equal to what? 4, right? Then I multiply by the reading accuracy of Vernier calipers, which is 0.01 centimeter. When I add, I'm going to get 0.04 centimeter. Is that okay? So by the time you add it, you have 3.70 centimeter plus 0.04 centimeter, right? My answer becomes what? My answer becomes 473. Okay? So my answer becomes 3.74 centimeter. That is your answer. Okay? Now, if you are given something like this, you make sure that this is where measurement took place, okay? So there must be this number and their concentration is here. So you don't need to read as if you are going fast. So you come back and check what this means so you can be able to read it correctly. Is that okay? Right. All right. I hope it's well understood. Okay? Are we done? Are we done writing? Are we done writing? Kewe, are you still here? Charles, Deima, Raymond, God Lovely 25. Are we done writing so we can call it a day for today? All right, are we done? All right, do we understand what I just explained? Are we cleared? right, thank you so much for staying and sticking to the end of this class. I can always tell you, the more you solve physics, the more you know it better, okay? See you next time in my next one. Bye. No, no homework today, okay? Sorry, your this thing was hidden. Okay, I've seen your mistake, okay? All right, Victoria, no, no homework today. We'll see when we'll see, okay? All right. No, there's no I've solved all the homework so far, all the assignments I've given so far, okay? I've solved virtually everything, okay? So I will see you next time in the next one. All right. God lovely 25. Davida. See you next time, okay? Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.